I would be lying if I said I wasn't very nervous right now. Oh, it's on the other side of the boat. Hello everyone, welcome back to Castaway TV. After doing Algonquin, I'm pretty much addicted to this canoe camping now. I had to do at least one more trip before the end of the year, but this time we're going to be focusing more on fishing and not so much distance. I'm here at a lake in the North Frontenac area. I don't know anything about it, there's not much online to find out, so we're going to paddle around the lake, see what we can find for campsites, but there's a couple other lakes we can portage into, which is kind of what I plan on doing. So anyways, let's get on the water. Alright guys, I've made it to the second lake, just finished with the portage here. I wasn't going to share my location, but I guess everybody knows about this lake. So this is Camp Lake, it's coming off of Mackey Lake, and then there's another lake in there called Reed Lake. It's a beautiful lake. I wouldn't want to be here in the middle of summer with all these boats here, but anyways. That's just because I like to be out on my own. I ended up trolling all the way around Mackey Lake this morning, checking it out. Beautiful lake, cliff sides all over, but it's littered with cottages, so definitely wasn't staying there for the night. Anyways, before we get into this lake and find a campsite, do some more fishing, I seen this rock face over here that has like this little cave looking thing in it, and I have to check that out. Well, this is pretty friggin' sweet. It's not flat enough in here to camp or something, which was my initial thought, of course. But if you really needed shelter, you could hang out just under the lip here for sure. You would be protected from the rain. Like right now, because it's trying to rain yet again. Oh, that's literally why I came out here on this. I'm in the middle of the week here to come out here because I'm trying to avoid the rain, but it looks like we're transitioning into that fall rainy season. So I wanted to get one last good go out here. Pretty sweet. Alright guys, I'm out here on the water. For the most part, this trip is kind of a scouting trip. I don't know anything about this. There was no real maps on this route, so I'm kind of trying to figure it out for myself, find campsites, see what this lake holds, you know? The other portion, I've got the line in the water here, and we're trying to catch a lake trout. I've never caught one. I'd really like to catch one, but it is going to be difficult. They're down super deep. The water hasn't changed enough for them to come anywhere near the surface. They're probably At the shallowest 40, and at the deepest probably 100. So yeah, it's a stretch, but there's lake trout in all 3 of these lakes here. So that at least gives me a shot. They're in the lake. So am I. Well, on the lake. Oh my God. Four-wheel drive. Oh man. Alright guys, this is gonna be a first for me. There's not really a place to set up a tent anywhere around here. I did a circle around this whole lake trying to find a spot, and nothing was really adding up. So I found this little spot, and we're setting up the tarp. I've wanted to try this. I'm nervous about it. It feels really weird to just be open to the elements. And hopefully I stay dry, because it's on and off raining the entire day, so yeah. Rock on, brother. Alright guys, it's kind of been a rough afternoon. When I came here, I expected that there was going to be a lot of campsites, and because there's like a couple lakes over, they have like over 30 campsites. just from this the North Frontenac. But yeah, there's only like a couple even fire pits that I found around here. I'm kind of surprised by that, but it seems that there's like hunting camps on here, so I don't know if people just kind of stay away from it because of that. But whatever. Got the fire going. I forgot my saw, so all I got to deal with is sticks off the ground and branches I can break off. Yeah, it's just one of those days. Camping isn't always as glorious as it seems in the videos. Anyways, I am going to cook on the burner here. I'm just going to keep the fire going to try and get rid of some mosquitoes, and just nice to have a fire. So, yeah. Am I missing something here, bro? Oh, anyways. Alright guys, I'm running out of light quick. That's got to be the worst part about going into winter, just those shorter days. Anyways, can't change it, so you got to deal with it. Whatever this is, it's like a tom yum something. I forget the actual name. It's not a soup, but it's kind of questionable. I'm missing ingredients. I wasn't buying lemongrass for this. I just seen the package and was like, huh, something different. It's probably like the hardest part about the camping meals. I always just want to do something different, and sometimes I end up doing the same crap just because I don't plan it out. Oh my god, that's spicy. Oh my god. I don't have water. Oh. Alright guys, I'm just about to crawl in for the night. That tom yum, whatever it was really spicy, but it was dang good and really filling. They said it was 2 servings, and it actually was 2 servings this time around. Yeah, I would be lying if I said I wasn't very nervous right now. I know a tent doesn't really give you much protection, but it just feels a lot better that you're enclosed, because this is really nerve-wracking that anything can kind of just crawl up to me. And I'm also getting this mist here, which I've had to adjust the tarp already and try and make it so I won't get wet, so hopefully we don't. Yeah. It's time for a good night's sleep. I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, guys. Alright guys, we survived the night under the tarp here. As soon as I turned the light off, you actually start to be able to see, so you see the silhouette of the trees and everything. And I wasn't as scared as I thought I was going to be. I'm sure if I heard something big or an animal come around, it would have, of course, kicked the adrenaline in, but it was actually quite nice. Just to be out here, you could see the sky the whole night. A few times you could see the stars, but it clouded over. Yeah. I feel like I kind of was almost in a negative mood yesterday. I guess it's because of my own imagination, my own expectations. I was expecting so much, especially seeing all these boats. I was like, oh, this must be just littered with campsites. And when I wasn't able to find something, especially what I was expecting, I was getting a negative outlook, I guess. But as I was laying down last night and just like kind of taking the day in, I started to just really see like how lucky I am to actually just be out here on these lakes by myself. Like, I get to go fish today and no one else is out here. Really, that's kind of the perfect scenario. So I don't know, I kind of caught myself, and I'm sure we all do it, but gotta be grateful. Had some nice breakfast burritos. If you watched the last video, you know I slept under that tarp last night, which was definitely quite the experience. But yeah, today we are focusing on fishing, hopefully. I mean, I did start the day with a fish. We got a fish! We got a fish! Oh, yeah, boy. So I guess that counts as a successful fishing trip, right? Anyways, if I said it in the last video, I really want to try and catch a lake trout, so that's kind of the goal. We're getting some winds here, so hopefully I can at least attempt it. But yeah, from that fish, I know that there's smallmouth in here as well, so if lake trout doesn't work out, we'll try and target some smallmouth. I know in Mackey Lake there's also largemouth, northern pike, and whitefish. So maybe this lake has the same species. But yeah, I've got to get this camp all packed up and get on the water. Alright guys, I've made it to where I'm gonna try and fish. I don't have a lake map or obviously a fish finder to go off of, so the main things I can go off is the land. So most of the land around this lake is all hills, so it means it should continue that way into the water, so it should be fairly deep. Now if you see behind me those rocks, so those rocks are a stand-up point in the middle of nowhere. Well, obviously there's an island behind it, but even after those rocks it drops off again. So what I'm hoping is that this is structure and it's just gonna drop off right here, and hopefully there's some lake trout there, because most of the time fish like structure. You will find them suspending and in large flat bays, but still fish are attracted to structure. What I'm gonna try to do here is a jig. It's got a little rattler in it, and these tubes, these yellow tubes. I see this from Clayton Schick. He lands some pretty big lake trout, so I'm gonna try it. It's my first go at it. If we don't get one, we don't get one, but if we do get one, you know I'm gonna be very excited. Well, let's try to fish. Oh my god, first cast, I threw a spinner instead, cast to shore. What do we got? I'm gonna guess a smallmouth, but oh man, it's bending the rod. Like, oh, can I get it? Oh, it's on the other side of the boat. That's not good. Oh my gosh. What did we get? This. Oh! No! No! Oh, that was a massive smallmouth. Damn. Okay, we need the net. Oh, that sucked. I think we're smallmouth fishing. Nice! Oh man, you smoked that. That's the one thing with smallmouth. They bite and bite hard, and they're biters. And where I messed up on that first one, I didn't hook set it. It just grabbed and bent the rod. So I was kind of holding on. I should have gave another yank. It's fishing, baby. We're sizing up. Let's keep going. Oh, that is a fish. Oh my God. Man, they're so feisty. Oh my God. Oh. Another little guy. So what I'm catching these with now is just a jig and a swim bait. The same swim bait is the trailer I was using on this spinner bait, which is what I had the first one on. So close, baby. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. Yes! Yes! This is what we're looking for. Came unhooked too. That's a nice smallmouth. I'm probably around the 2-pounder range. Such beautiful fish to catch. They just bend the rod right over. Like, they're so aggressive. Do you think I can catch another one? Or should we have a shore lunch? Another one. Okay, we're stacking up on these friggin' smallmouth. Another nice smallmouth. Not that big, but bigger than the average so far. I am gonna keep that one I caught there just a few minutes ago, that bigger one. And we're gonna cook them up for lunch. All right, guys, I've made it to the portage to head back towards Camp Lake. The wind is getting pretty wild here. That's kind of why I ended up switching to smallmouth fishing, because I was getting blown so hard that it's hard to do vertical jigging that way. I was basically trolling, and I had no idea how far I was underwater. But yeah, I ended up keeping that smallmouth, so I'm gonna do a little shore lunch here before I make my journey back towards Camp Lake. Well guys, I don't think it can get much better than this. Fresh fish, beautiful background. Love it out here, man. Well guys, it is thundering and lightning out. Technically I have 2 lakes to cross, but I'd like to get across the small one and at least knock out this portage here. But hopefully I can. If it gets too dangerous, I'll just have to pull over and make camp. I'm gonna stick to the shore. Hopefully that increases my chances of survival. Well, that was an interesting couple of hours. I guess I could have waited out that storm, and I'm assuming a lot of people are thinking that as well. But originally when I left, it said Wednesday night it was going to have a thunderstorm, and at that point I assumed it could go all night, and I really didn't want to be stuck under a tarp for the next 12 hours. As long as I made it across that lake, it was just this portage and a short jaunt across this lake here, and I was back, so I was willing to risk it. And the lightning wasn't hitting the ground or the water. That was my cutoff line. If I seen it hit the ground or the water, I was out. So we made it now, either way, and in time to fish because it's sunny and beautiful out. Yeah. Oh, okay. Smallmouth day, baby. And just like that, smallmouth are biting, sun's out. What a way to end this little trip. I love how aggressive they are. They're so friggin' aggressive. So sick. Alright guys, that's it for another adventure. Unfortunately, no lake trout, but we did catch enough smallmouth to make up for it. The lake trout will just have to wait. But yeah, all 3 of these lakes are stunning. Each one has its own specific traits that make them special, and I'm glad I got to explore them. Not the best for camping, really. There is a few camping spots, but most of the terrain on this lake is just hills and so rocky that it's not really feasible to make camping spots on it. But it almost makes it that much better because you know when you go there to fish that it's not pounded on every weekend by a bunch of people. I know there was a ton of boats there, but I think it's just mainly the people that live in the cottages around this lake and then anyone that's involved with the Reed Lake hunting camp. So yeah. And yeah, I think that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the videos, and until next time, just keep going, one day at a time.